If you like to hike, explore, and get outdoors, this class will prepare you for your next adventure. Designed for adults over 60, this class combines gentle yoga, Qigong, and functional fitness to prepare your body and balance for anything you encounter along the trail. Getting a proper warm-up is the best way to begin your hike. Welcome to the Daily Dozen for hikers. My name is Nate Guadani, and I'm excited to have you join me today. All right, let's get started. First, we'll begin with some warm-ups. So just start marching around. You can swing your arms, lift your feet, kind of light on your toes, put a little spring in your step. We'll get a little glide in your stride. Just march around the room you're in. You can go forward and backwards. You can turn different directions. Feel free to bounce on your toes a little bit, on the balls of your feet, warming up your ankles, arches. Let's tap your knees with your hands, warming up your hip flexors. And the opposite knee, getting the outer hips. All right, let's settle in. Now swing your arms from side to side. Your front hand will tap the chest, right around your collarbone area. And the back hand will make a light fist, tapping the point directly opposite your belly button. In Qigong, it's called the Ming Men, the gate of life, an acupressure point on your lower back. This can help warm up your lungs as well, your spine, and just prepare you for all kinds of movements that you'll have throughout the hike today. You can shift your weight from side to side. You can even lift your back heel if you need to take some pressure off your knees. Make it comfortable for you. All right. Relax your shoulders a little bit. And bring your hands to your hips. Head stays centered. You're going to rotate your waist in a nice big circle. Try to keep your head more or less in the middle and your hips rotating around the outside, making a big orbit. If you find any tight spots, feel free to just stay a little bit longer. Just wait for it to open. Don't force anything. Go ahead and switch directions. Just feel all the edges of your hips there and your lower back too. Get nice and warm. All right. Stretch your hands out to your side and we're going to open your hips. Bring your knee across the midline, up and out. Feel free to step down and pause between each rotation. Or if you want a little challenge, you can try to hover and do a couple circles in a row. You may want to lightly touch something here. Go ahead and switch legs. Same thing, other side. External hip rotation. Upper body loose, relaxed, light. All right, tap it out. And back to the first side. Now you're gonna go out to in a nice big circle. It's normal to have little crackles or pops here. Don't be alarmed. Make sure there's no pain though. This will help build your balance, mobility, and your flexibility all at once. All right, and now when you're ready, you can switch legs. Good way to warm up your ankles and your feet, your vestibular system, kind of your internal balance systems for any uneven terrain you might be hiking over today. All right, give it a little tap, release any residual tension, and now let's move into a lunge. Take your right foot forward, I'll mirror you here, and just glide front and back into a lunge. Find your balance, reaching both hands up high, palms face in and slightly back. Elongate your spine and take some nice deep breaths here. You can even rotate wrists and fingers. Need some circulation there. Let your arms relax back down. And now stepping into a warrior 2. Extend your arms in both directions. Feel your hips and chest opening as you look down the length of your fingertips. Take the back hand to your back leg, flip your front palm up, and gently rise. Rising warrior, keep the lower body stable. Feel that stretch move up your ribs, hip to armpit. Sink back down, place the hand on your knee, and the other hand now will swoop under. And you'll rotate up into a side angle pose. If you want to go a little deeper, you can touch your elbow to the knee or just keep the hand there. Go ahead and relax, come back down, and now switch directions. Switch legs now. Left leg forward, right leg back. And glide through your hips front to back a few times just to warm it up. And once you're settled in there, you can raise your palms up. Inhale and lift. Shoulders shrug back and down. Warrior 1. Relax back down. Rotate your wrists, your fingers. Feel the blood flowing out of the extremities a little bit. Get some circulation going. Hands back down. You can turn your back foot a little bit more open and sweep into warrior 2. Feel each arm stretching away from the center line, the spine getting a little taller. Your back hand resting on your back leg, flip your front palm up and reaching up, rising warrior. Deep breath at the peak. Feel your neck and throat open a little too. On your next exhale, sweep down, place the front hand on your thigh, sweep your back hand forward, up, and rotate your hip, your chest, and maybe even your head up to look at your fingers, your pinky line, extending and rotating. Try to feel the stretch evenly from heel to wrist. Coming back down when you're ready, and return to a neutral stance. Let's take your leg forward. You're going to stand tall and then fold over that extended leg. Shift forward and peel your shoulder blades back, opening your chest. And back and forth a few times. Your weight goes to the back leg. And your weight goes to the front leg. Make sure your knee is comfortable here. You're going to shift back, raise your toe, and fold from your hips, feeling a nice stretch on the hamstrings. And then pumping back down, opening your chest. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale as you open your chest. A few more here. Circulating through the back body and to your front body. All right, switch sides. Other foot, raise your toes, fold from your hips. It's okay to keep a little soft bend in your knees if it's too much pressure. And go back and forth, one movement per breath. building resilience and flexibility into the calves, hamstrings, hips, and lower back. Also opening up your chest, your spinal posture. Back and forth, one movement per breath. All right, back to neutral. And now we're gonna do some leg swings. So bring one leg forward, the back leg will swing front to back. So your hand and foot on the same side will swing opposite each other. And the hand and foot on the opposite side will swing together. It's okay to also hold on to something here for a little support as you find your balance. You kind of keep your knee neutral and relaxed, not bending it too much. It requires a bit of a hip hike so you don't scrape your foot on the floor. And go ahead and relax and switch sides. Your hand and foot, and you might start with just a few swings to warm up first. Catching your balance before you can swing continuously. It's a great way to warm up your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. Make sure there's no pain though. A little fatigue is okay, but don't overdo it. Take little breaks if you need it. It's an excellent dynamic balance, balancing with movement. All right, back to neutral. And take a wide stance now, turning your toes out, and some gentle squats. Check that your knees track the same direction your toes are pointing. And just sink your hips down and up. And bring your palms together and shifting your weight from side to side in a nice wide stance. Palms press firmly together and moving toward your bent knee side. You'll feel a little thoracic rotation in your spine, your middle back, and your head will turn away from your hands. There's a Qigong move called Swimming Dragon, a wide-legged version of it. One of my favorite pre-hike exercises because it really exercises and activates your inner and outer thighs, your outer hips. It allows you to get used to these lateral motions, which we rarely get to in our day-to-day activities. There's a nice spinal and neck warm-up too. If you're going to be carrying a backpack, it's nice to relieve pressure in that area. So just smoothly from side to side, finding a rhythmic pattern here. Not rushing, not forcing it. You can do this one a little bit more, a little bit less than me. See how your body's feeling. All right, when you're done, come back to neutral, feet together now, and lace up your fingers, reaching straight up overhead. And if you like, you can even pump your toes and ankles as you stretch up. You can go up your toes, elevating and activating your whole spine. And if you like, you can go up and down a few times. It's a great way to get some circulation into your calves, your Achilles tendons, your arches. If you're feeling balanced, you can go toe and heel back and forth. Make sure you're doing it safely. All right. That's it. I think you're ready for a good hike. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks so much for joining me today. See you next time.